election speeches. I'm Jason Kerr, the returning officer for the elections. We're going to have a variety of candidates speaking today. Love your undivided attention as each candidate speaks. Each of the VP candidates will have 3 minutes to speak, followed by the presidential candidates, which they will have 5 minutes. And we'll start with the VP External candidate, Adam Gordon.
Hey Falcons, I think I'd be a good fit for VP External and Academic Affairs just because of my experience here at Fanshawe and the way that I go into everything, and I bring a certain level of positivity and level of enthusiasm to whatever I do. As VP External, I would manage the class rep system as well as work on student appeals. I'd like to make it very much a communication role. I think everyone should go out and vote. I think voting is the #1 thing that you can do because that's the way you can make a difference in who represents you as the student body in the FSU. And that's everything. Thank you.
Thanks, Adam. Adam is running uncontested, so it's a yes or no vote for those who are wondering. You still need to vote. Up next, we'll go to the Board of Governors candidate, Sean Skorsky.
How's everyone doing? I've actually already received the position on the Board of Governors. I was uncontested as well, but I just wanted to thank everyone for coming out here and showing the support for all the VP candidates and the president candidates, and I'll definitely know that I'll address all the issues being the student rep on the Board of Governors for everyone. So here's to Fanshawe and the community of London.
Thanks, Sean. Next up, running uncontested for the VP internal spot is Tori Holmes.
I actually prepared a speech. My name is Tori, and I'm running for the VP internal next semester. And to put it as simply as possible, I love this school. And throughout the 3 years I've attended Fanshawe, it's presented me with so many great opportunities and given me so much that I feel like it's time for me to give something back. Thanks to my completion and background in the Recreation and Leisure Services program here at the college, I would not be standing here before you today. In my second year, I completed my placement with the FSU in the Special Events Department, and have since constantly been involved with the many events that take place here. It wasn't until this year, during my term in work study, that someone recognized the quality of my work and recommended that I run for this position. If elected for this position, I plan to put my absolute best foot forward and do the most extensive job I can. I'll be as open and approachable as possible when it comes to students who want to organize awareness weeks, start new and innovative social clubs, and also be an advocate to students who want to be oriented and involved in student life around the campus. I'll also present a strong, mature, and professional image of how the student union is represented and take on the responsibilities that are given to me with the utmost importance and care that I can give. I'll maintain a strong relationship between the clubs and FSU itself, and if any questions are raised, I'll try to answer them with the best of my ability. I want to be a strong supporter of the charities that sponsor the FSU and maintain a strong dialogue between us and them. Also, I'll be highly involved with the many events around campus, Fanshawe's open house, and orientation week. Finally, Fanshawe has given me so much over the 3 years that I've been here, and as your VP internal, I want to reciprocate by giving all that I can back to this school. So when you cast your vote, please vote yes when you do. I can guarantee you that is one that won't go to waste. Thanks.
Thanks, Tori. Next up, we'll go the Vice President Entertainment candidate, running unopposed, Kendra Sauter.
Hey Fanshawe, I'm Kendra and I want to be your VP Entertainment. Why? Because I want to bring you bigger frosh, more student choice, and more of homegrown talent. So what does that mean? Bigger frosh? It means increasing our sponsorship budget, getting more money from outside companies so it's not coming from your fees, and creating a bigger frosh event for you. More student choice, doing things like battles of the bands, DJ battles, rap throwdowns, I guess, and having the winners get to do special things like open for our bigger shows, and getting more homegrown talent on stage. So that means I want to see you guys up here where I'm standing, doing what you do best, showing off your talents and everything like that. So vote Kendra for VP Entertainment and have a great day.
Thanks, Kendra. Now we'll get into the contested candidates. With the VP Athletics, we'll start with Jamie Muskoff.
Hey, I'm running for VP Athletics, and there's a lot of things that could be changed about athletics, but I don't really believe that a lot of it should be changed, and I'd like to try and change things that can actually be changed within my power and not promise you things that you can't get. One of the things I'd like to try and get is, I'd like to get a rugby and a hockey team, because we don't really have those, and a lot of people are very interested in that, and I believe that it's important for us to have teams and stuff like that, because it's very good and helps bring people together, basically. So, I also believe that I'd be a good candidate because as part of athletics, we also are part of residence life and part of the school. And part of that is doing things like charities and helping run events within the school. And I think I'd be good for that because I'm already involved in things like Relay for Life. This year is our first ever Relay for Life for Fanshawe, and I hope that it will be our last. And due to the fact that I am on the committee, I'm a staff advisor, and I've seen how it works. I believe that I do a great job at running another one next year, and that it could continue for years to come and become part of Fanshawe. So yeah, that's basically it.
Thanks, Jamie. Now, Jamie's opponent for the VP Athletics is Braden Swire.
Bear with me, this is my first speech I've made since grade 8, and that didn't go very well. Hello, my name is Braden Swire. I'm running to be your next VP of Athletics and Residence Life. I've been involved in athletics ever since I was a little kid. I remember scorekeeping back in grade 5 and doing intramurals indoors. I've organized banquets at schools, fundraisers, about everything you can think about the sports I've done through my high school, middle school career. For those of you who know me, and those of you who have seen me, you can probably tell I've not been the most mature student, and you're correct for saying so. My campaign posters are based on a drinking game, and I've been giving out ping pong balls with my name written on them. I've gone to a few parties that I forget. It happens. But hey, this is college. But although throughout all my immaturities, I've actually found a way and got in contact with the people who matter most, students. And I've learned from them and figured out what their needs are for their athletic abilities. I hope to get new dumbbells for the school gym, and I also hope to get fixed the varsity uniform teams who seem to have holes in them. One of the main things I would like to do is get organized trips to professional athletic events such as a Blue Jays game. I think that would be pretty awesome. And yes, because I'm a partier, I'd also like to get a beer pong tournament here at Fanshawe, but here's hoping. You may not see me as the greatest candidate, but I will work hard to deliver what the school needs and be the VP the school deserves. Thank you.
Thanks, Braden. Moving on to the VP Finance candidates, we have Emma Newman.
Hey, Fanshawe. My name is Emma Newman. I'm running for VP Finance. Right now I'm finishing my last year of Music Industry Arts and my year as VP Entertainment for the FSU. And next year I'll be starting Corporate Communications and Public Relations. Next year will be my 6th year of post-secondary education, which makes me feel really old. It'll also be my 6th year applying for OSAP, my 6th year applying for awards, bursaries, and scholarships, and my 6th year of kind of worrying every time rent is due because everyone kind of has financial problems in college. Without the support from the people, especially at the FSU, with making me aware of all the awards and bursaries and scholarships, I might not even have been able to continue my college education. For the last 8 or 9 years, I've worked part-time and full-time to try and finance my education, but we all know that sometimes that just isn't enough for everyone. So I've really relied on awards and bursaries and OSAP to help me get through my education, and I know that for some people that's kind of a daunting thing, is applying for those things and finding out about them. So I really want to be the one who's there to help people with that. In addition to helping you find that free money, it will also be my job to sit on meetings to discuss your fees and be your voice in those meetings. We also work at the FSU with the College Student Alliance, who really keep us in touch with what's going on in the province with post-secondary education. So, for example, recently they extended the tuition, what's it called? Tuition framework, yes. And so a lot of people don't know that, and it's our job to know that. And it will be my job especially to keep in touch with that. I've also been in touch with the Director of Advocacy at the CSA in the past, talking about the 30% tuition grant, because there are a lot of students at Fanshawe, including myself, who aren't eligible, and I want to keep in contact through all these new things that are developing next year as well. In the end, my focus is on student success and not letting your finances and money issues get in the way of finishing your education. Ontario has the lowest per student funding, so I really want to get the awards, bursaries, and scholarships that we have available into your hands